All right, so the second thing we want to learn how to do is to reverse this and calculate the distance on a map from the original distance, the actual distance. So the problem that we're given here is that the actual distance between Mr. Hurd's office and his home is 120 miles. A map that shows his office and his home uses scale 1 inch is 50 miles. How far apart on the map are Mr. Hurd's office and his home? So once again, we're going to start with the comparison that we see here, where 1 inch is 50 miles. That means that 1 inch on your map represents 50 miles in actuality. So I can come and put that down here. 1 inch is 50 miles, and I'm going to set that equal to whatever else I have in here. Now, another bit of information was 120 miles. And I know that they're asking how far apart they are on the map. How far apart on the map. So I will not know inches because inches are on the map. But I do know that they're 120 miles. And I forgot to write miles here. Miles. All right, so once I've done that, I can start putting these ratios, each of these ratios, into the fractional form. So I can write this either 1 inch over 50 miles or 50 miles over 1 inch. All I have to remember is that I have to do the exact same thing, put it in the exact same order on the other side. So just to give you a variety of representation, I'm going to do 50 miles over 1 inch. Oops, just 1 inch, equals 120 miles over X inches. All right, so once we have our proportion where two ratios are equal to one another and they're both in fractional form, we're going to cross multiply, which means I've got 50 times X equals 1 times 120, right? From here, the object is to get this X alone. Always when we have equations, the object is to get the X alone. So I need to look at what's being done to my X, and in this case, 50 is multiplied times X. In order to undo it, I'm going to do the opposite of multiplication, so I'm going to divide. And because this is an equation, I have to do this on both sides. All right, so once I've done that, I've got 50 divided by 50, which is 1. I'm just going to cross it out, and what's left is my X. And on the other side, 1 times 120 is just 120. And then 120 divided by 50 I can do on my calculator. All right, so my X is going to equal 2.4. X, as we saw, as we set it up, was inches, so 2.4 is 2.4 inches. All right, this would be my answer, and it would get a big circle around it or highlighted. All right, that's it for this one.